All right, guys, welcome back to SMRKBT. I'm outside. It's cold as hell. It's really cold. You know, it's Denmark in the middle of February, and it's kind of snowy. But I'm taking a walk with basically taking a walk with the Osmo Pocket 3, just to test it out in the beautiful snow, and the sunlight is out, so it's great. And of course I got the ND filter on. I think I got the 64 ND filter. So yeah, and sorry for my throat and my voice. I just caught a cold, so I'm not there. I'm not really energetic, but gotta do it anyway. That's the work. That's the life as a content creator. Sometimes you just have to do things, even if you're not feeling it. As soon as you're outside, it's all right. Let's take a look outside over here. Take a walk and see what's going on. This beautiful beach. I'm not gonna swim though. It's pretty quiet. You know what? I'm gonna go through that direction and see what's going on there. Yeah, as you can see over there at that bridge, there's a lot of winter swimmers, which is something that we do in Denmark. I don't do it, but they say it's really good for your health. And yeah, that's the thing that we do in Denmark in general. As you can see, I got the DJI mic on with the protector. It's kind of windy, but I hope you can hear my voice. That's the part of the test as well, to see if it works. So nice weather though. It's really nice. Let me get this away from the sun so you can see me. I'm gonna sit on the bench a little bit. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of cold today, but I'm trying to test out the Osmo Pocket 3. It's first time I'm actually trying it outside like this, because in Denmark we unfortunately have a few hours with daylight, and at that time I'm actually working. So as soon as I'm finished working, it actually gets dark pretty quick. So it's not that easy here in Denmark. So then looking forward for the summer, of course. But yeah, let's check out the nature. Woo! That was cold. It was pretty cold. Now we're back again. Now I'm alive again. It's hot in this car, so that's great. Where's my computer? I just have to make sure that I have to send an email to a customer who's waiting for me. So before I'm driving, or a client I should call it, customer, client, whatever, someone who needs my help, needs me to save them with content. So that's me. All right. Otherwise than that, it was nice to walk outside, just to yeah, get some fresh air. I've been sick and ill the last 4 or 5 days because my voice has just been messed up totally. So it's nice to be back again and be able to speak, because I couldn't speak for a few days. My voice was all gone. And yeah, it was not only me, my whole family was just ill. Now we good. We good. We back in business again. Good. We just text this email. There we go. And I have already written it, so I just have to send it. I forgot to do it earlier. Just to see if someone... Great. Here we go. Well, what I've been doing lately, as I explained outside, doing a lot of content, just creating. Yeah, I don't even look for the likes or the subscription or anything. I hope you like my stuff, but in general, I just like to do it. I just like to be creative and just post things just because I like to do it, basically. So in the beginning, I was a little bit terrified. I was awkward. I couldn't really speak to the camera, but it's something that you're learning. And you learn it when you have, I would say, created about 10 to 15 videos, then you suddenly figure out that it's not that dangerous to just create things and just post out. And the main thing is, what a lot of people do is it's not the fear of creating and doing videos, it's more the fear of what other people might think, especially their closest friends and so on, if they might like talk behind your back and joke about you. But that's the same in business in general. Like when you're starting something, people will be like, I don't know if he's gonna do something, and that's, yeah, he don't got the skills to do that. I don't really believe in him. But that's where you have to believe in yourself. And when the success hits, I will say that's the greatest feeling. And that's where you actually see who supports you and who don't. So the one who supports you from the beginning are also the ones that are gonna stay with you forever. The ones you should keep. And the ones who just, yeah, didn't really believe in you in the beginning, just keep them away. I will not say cut them off totally, but have a distance. Don't tell them about your plans and goals in life and so on. Just keep them as a casual friendship, because yeah, they don't really count, to be honest with you. Otherwise than that, I just do this. I post it. I don't care whoever sees it, whoever laughs, whoever think I'm crazy. I'm doing it anyway, regardless of what they say. So, but let's keep it moving. Let's get away from here. I'm not sure if I've put on the correct ND filter on my Osmo Pocket 3. Right now it's the CPL filter. When I was outside, I used the 64 ND filter because it's pretty bright outside. So yeah, it's better for me to keep the lowest ISO as possible. And the only way you can do it when it's a broad daylight like now is to put a strong ND filter. So 32, 64, even 128 if you have that, that would be nice. Because I don't like my videos being noisy. So yeah, and it's the same way whether you're using an action camera or your phone or a real DSLR camera, whatever you're using. When it's daylight like this, you have to use an ND filter. There's no way to use auto because you can't really do your video smooth, and you can't really change much in the editing. You can't do slow motion, you can't do anything. So I would say most of the time I shoot in 60 frames per second, just so I can add some slow motion if I want to. And I know one thing is, the thing is when you're creating content, you don't have to think about too much about where you're doing your content and stuff, especially when it's like vlogging like this. You just have to put your camera out and just speak like you're talking to someone, like a friend, like someone sitting near me or so on. I really care about being correct 100%, especially when it's vlogging. Of course, am I doing something commercial, I might do a script and a teleprompt just to make sure I say the right thing. But when it's like this, I just talk freely and openly. Hold on. I just talk freely and openly like I'm talking to someone. And you should feel the same way when like you're sitting with me here. And that's the thing about vlogging. It's so free, so you don't have any boundaries or anything where you have to like do it in a specific way. When I'm home at my studio and I want to do some content tips, like real content tips, I do it purposely with a script, because then I can actually cut the videos and change them to maybe a reel or a TikTok video in small pieces. And in that way I have to be specific and correct and yeah, direct. in my speech. But otherwise than that, I don't really care when it's like this. But I will say, in general, when you're doing content, you have to make sure that you know your audience. So before you actually record something, make sure that you know which kind of niche you want to work in, so you don't have 100 different topics that has nothing to do with your like, how can you say, your enthusiasm and what you actually like. The worst thing you can do is actually talk about topics that you don't really have any knowledge of or you don't really are interested in. Then you're just like pushing yourself to do something that you don't like. Just like when you have a work, if you get a job and you don't really like the job, you're not gonna put yourself into it 100%. It's just gonna be something that you just do casually. So choose something, like whether it's gaming or if it's tech or cosmetic or traveling or whatever it is. Even football, sports. If that's what you like, then do that. And then you also put your energy into it. The same as me, I have two main topics that I use. I have a profile for football or soccer, as they call it in America, in the States. And then I do this like content tips and share my experience in what I do. I've been shooting photography and videography for about 15 years now, so I do have a lot of experience. I'm not the best out there, but the thing that I've experienced, I can share it with someone who probably just started doing the same thing, so they can teach something. And that's the thing about content creation. You can't be selfish. You have to share your knowledge, which makes the value in the end of the day for the one who actually view your stuff. So, but yeah, just a nice little video just to say hi to all of you. There's not really much going on right now. Don't have any like exciting things to talk about. So just casually talking like I'm sitting with a friend in my car, and that's all. So otherwise than that, I will just say stay tuned and look forward for some videos in the future. Take care.